Who are you arguing with? What are you fighting about? What's the problem? How many times do we hear these words? The Mishnah Navo says the following. Ezehu machlokes l'shem shamayim. What is a machlokes? A dispute which is l'shem shamayim, for the purpose of heaven. That's the machlokes of Hillel and Shammai. Two people, Hillel and Shammai, we know their disputes in the Gemara, and despite the fact that they were constantly arguing, there was great reverence and great respect between both academies of Hillel and Shammai. The Mishnah continues and says, what is a machlokes? A dispute which is not l'shem shamayim, not for the sake of heaven. That's the machlokes of Korach va'adaso, the machlokes of Korach and his group. So why doesn't it say Korach and Moshe? The first part of the Mishnah said two people who were arguing with each other constantly, Hillel and Shammai. So why doesn't it say Korach and Moshe? Why does it say Korach va'adaso, Korach and his group of people? So the Vilna Gaon suggests as follows. He says that the type of people who were involved with the dispute with Korach were people who loved arguing, who loved dispute, who loved conflict. And these people loved conflict so much that they even conflicted with each other within that group of 250. They argued with each other because they each had their own reason why they were upset and they were involved in the dispute. And we know that there are people who love drama. There are people who love to be arguing with others. There are people who can't sit back and simply allow things to be peaceful and constructive and positive, but instead they have to create a sense of drama in their lives and in the lives of others. And so the Vilna Gaon is telling us that the Mishnah is saying that Korach did not only have his machlokas with Moshe, but Korach had his machlokas with all of his people, and all of his people had the machlokas with each other and with Korach. And a lesson for us, I think, in life, which is very powerful, that we take in this week's Parsha, that really is the theme of this weekend, and that is to stay away from machlokas, from conflict, from dispute, which is not for the sake of heaven. And to be honest with ourselves, if we find ourselves in conflict or in an argument with someone, to really ask ourselves a question, am I involved in this for the right reasons? And hopefully, if we're able to be honest and understand why we are drawn to a conflict, then we'll be able to really refine our involvement and make sure that truly we engage only for a positive purpose. And if we do so, then that would be a conflict that might be a disagreement, but would still have a great amount of respect and admiration for the other's opinion, like the machlokas of Hillel and Shammai. May we be zoche to only engage in disputes that are l'shem shamayim. Thank you for listening, and have a good Shabbos.